Hello, this is Mark McKenna with Realty Executives, and this is your market update here for November 2022. Now, this is just a quick overview of the market, kind of what's going on, and a little bit of a forecasting of what we expect for next quarter and even next year a little bit. So I'll just dive right in here with a couple different things. One is the rates. Rates have been fluctuating a little bit, and we could expect that to probably happen for the rest of this year out and probably into the first quarter of next year. Now, the Feds are going to get together in December here and probably raise the rates here. So expect that to probably happen. Most people are saying that it will happen. So that would be the trend model here to kind of lower the inflation, kind of get that back down to a normal rate. Are we in a recession or not? Really, it doesn't matter what you think. It's kind of happening here a little bit, but the overall economy is trying to fight this off, and we'll kind of see how that kind of plays out. Now that's on a national level and everything. So getting back down to the local real estate market out here in Arizona, we have a very good demand as far as buyers out there, and we're expecting that to continue into the first quarter. Not only that, but inventory too is on the rise. From October, we had about 16,000 homes on the market. Now we're about 19,500 homes on the market now. So we are starting to ramp up, get back to a balanced market. We're not quite there yet, but first quarter we probably will be there, and that's really the most stable situation for both buyers and sellers out there. If you're selling, rule of thumb here, and it's just the general rule, the value of your home now is probably what it was worth a year ago. That hyperactivity that took place in the first quarter and probably a little bit of the second quarter this year, all that growth is dissipated here, and now we're getting into more of a normal type of seasonal real estate market conditions. So that's actually a good thing. Again, we got buyer demand out there, which is fantastic, and we expect that to kind of continue. The rental rates, which are possibly new buyers coming into the market, that has leveled off a little bit, and actually we've seen our first decline here in September of the rental rates kind of decreasing month over month. However, year over year, they're high. And it looks like it's about a 64 hours that you have to make, which is at an all-time high of working, to go ahead and pay for rent, the average rent. It's just, a little bit of a marker there. So we're still pretty high, and it's expensive to rent. So buying, there's a lot of different solutions out there. Arizona is a fantastic place to go ahead and buy a home, because we have a lot of different loan programs that are not offered in all the different states. So we got down payment assistance programs, and we're at a point now where the sellers are getting a little bit nervous and are willing to cooperate with, lending money, or not lending, but basically contributing towards the buyer's closing costs. So negotiating wise, it's a great thing for the buyers. Awesome time to go ahead and buy if you need to buy right now, or even in the first quarter or second quarter, because inventory is going up. You get more choices. But not only that, with the rate, thinking, it's kind of high and everything, and that could be a major impact, and does take people out of the market. But if you're able to sustain it and make it happen, the way we get out of this recession, and is that we need to stimulate activity and buying, and that usually happens with lowering rates. So, and they're expecting that. I've heard of, again, as early as second quarter of 2023, and as late as probably the fourth quarter of 2023. So there's a lot of stuff kind of going on there. To give you a little bit of an overview. The other thing here too I want to kind of talk about is the appraisal values. When we get into these transitional markets real quick, and you look online and say, where's my house worth? And can I buy a house and everything? Well, what they're taking into account for could be a lot different. So Zillow might be saying, okay, let's look back 8 months and find out what your house was worth. Well, if you do that, you have a higher value than maybe what it's really worth. Look back in the next 3 months and you say, well, that same house, if it's worth $1 million, you think it's $1 million, all of a sudden you get one site saying it's worth $600,000. So it's a big variance out there. So talk to your real estate agent there, and they'll explain the true estimate of what the list price would be for your home for selling it on the market. Anything else that's kind of going on, give me a call. You could text me or so. My number's on down at the bottom there. I hope you're having a great day, and look forward to talking to you guys or seeing you guys again for December. And we'll take a look at the first quarter of next year and see how it's ramping up. And it is looking pretty interesting. So stay tuned.